There's one more to another video on the Inside Spurs channel, and happy Tuesday morning. Welcome to your loan roundup of all the guys out on loan, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between of all of that. We've got some good stuff this week. It's probably not as good as the last couple of weeks, but still got some good stuff to talk about. I just want to say, if you're watching this, you're new, subscribe if you very much want to join us for the journey. And I have changed. It's no longer Movember. It's Tom Brady time. You know the rules. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's talk. If you're not aware what the loan roundup is, we just talk about the guys out on loan. We whiz through it. I aim to spend about 30 seconds to a minute on each player so we don't ramble. And I'm going to start out in Spain. I'm going to go Betis, Espanyol and Girona. And I'm going to start at Betis. And obviously for my boy Roberto, this is for the Cardoso news. Betis winning 2-1 away to Villarreal at the weekend. Great result. You know, puts them now 2 points behind Villarreal. Villarreal in 6th, Betis in 9th. And Cardoso's only just come back from injury. He did play in the week in the 1-0 away win in the Conference League, but was substituted early, obviously just coming back from injury. He makes a massive difference for them because, you know, before Cardoso went out, they were doing pretty decently. Gets injured, weren't doing as well due to obviously missing him, comes back, and they've got back-to-back wins. It's funny what a CDM can do. So there you go. Espanyol flavour news. Espanyol drawing 0-0 at home to Osasuna. Valise not playing. And, you know, it's a good draw, all things considered, because Osasuna are actually the place above Betis. They are 1 point behind Villarreal. So they're in 8th, Osasuna, and Espanyol sitting in 18th, which is the 18th, it's 18th, 19th, 20th, the relegation zone. 2 points off of safety. And that. You want to score goals? Get my boy Alejo Valise back in the team. Girona flavour news. Girona lost in the week 1-0 at home to Liverpool. Brian Hill playing in that game. They also lost 2-1 away to Mallorca at the weekend. Mallorca were down to, weirdly, Girona took the lead 1-0, Donny van der Beek. It goes then 1-0 through Kyle Larin. They then go down to 10 men, Mallorca, and Mallorca still score again, so that's a bad result for Girona. Changing up the system a little bit, going with a 3-back. Brian Hill starting in that game as well. He played, just to double check, he played 57 minutes. Not a really great outing for Brian this weekend, but you know what? Brian's still playing good minutes for us. Finishing off with the last team that's not in England, Westerlo, losing 3-1 away to Union Saint-Gilloise. Gilloise? I'm not sure how to say it. Devine and Vuskovic both playing, both getting booked. Devine seems to be playing a little bit of 10, a little bit of 8, a little bit of 6, which, look, I don't think it does any harm for him to be able to play a few different positions in midfield. I think he's probably more of an 8 than anything. But, you know, we'll see on that side of things. I mean, look, Westerlo are a mid-table team. They're in 10th. Union are 6th, pulling now 5 points clear with that win. You know, had Westerlo obviously won that, they would have been above them. And well, look, Westerlo, look, the big thing is they can score goals. Yeah, they've scored 30 and 18, but they can't keep goals out. They've conceded 29 and 18, so they might score 1.5 a game. They'll also concede 1.5 a game. So they need to sort that out, and Vuskovic has to, you know, be a part of that. Barnsley favourite news, Matthew Craig not playing in their 2-1 win away to Exeter City. Good win for Barnsley. It is a good win. They're in the hunt for playoffs. They're 1 point off the playoffs from Reading. They're 3 points off 5th, which is Stockport. So, yeah, Matthew Craig's not been playing recently, that is a bit of a worry. Leeds United flavoured news. 1-1 draw away to Preston with Manor Solomon coming off the bench in the 77th minute. Leeds obviously sitting right now in an automatic promotion spot. 3 points behind first, which is Sheffield United. Preston down in 16th. Preston have drawn 11 of their 21 games. That is mental. Lee's having a good season. Solomon's still, you know, getting some decent minutes. He's not looking poor down in the Championship. I still think it's someone that we will sell in the summer to raise more funds to hopefully buy better players. The irony in that, I know. Stoke City, 2-2 draw at home to Cardiff City. Ironically, Ben Gibson conceded an own goal to make it 2-1 for Cardiff in the 72nd minute, but he scored the 95th minute equaliser. Ashley Phillips playing 78 minutes, obviously being substituted not long after they conceded the own goal. It's a weird one for Stoke because right now they're sitting in 17th, but they are only 5 points off the drop, and it's similar to what I talked about Westerlo. look, they're 21 games in, but they've conceded 28. They're conceding, quite a lot of goals per game. They're only scoring just over one a game. So, -5 goal difference is painful. Obviously, Ashley Phillips missed some time in this season. Maybe, that's a point to it, but he's getting regular minutes, and that's a key thing. Obviously, there was chat about him being brought back to Spurs in January. The only reason why I see that happening is if Spurs don't want to spend money to go and get a centre-back, which would be a worry. I'd rather keep him there to the end of the season for more development personally. He's going to play week in, week out for Stoke. That's the key thing and all that. Notts County flavoured news, 3-0 loss away to Salford City. Brutal one, really, for Salford City. George Abbott playing a bit further up. They play him at right wing. They play him at centre mid. They're playing him at cam. Again, it's obviously great development for him to play so many different positions. But Notts County, they're out of form at the moment. For so long, they were in sort of the top three, which is all the automatic promotion in League Two. They're now sitting in 11th. They're basically mid-table now. No wins in 5. The goal scoring seems to have dried up. 25 in 19. They've conceded 21 in their 19. Not great at the moment. Now, look, they are only 6 points off third still, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, they are 3 points off the playoffs, which is Grimsby Town in 7th. They've got a game in hand as well, So actually, if they win that game in hand, they would go up to that position depending on other results. They just need to get some form back because they are slap bang out of form. Oxford City losing 3-1 at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, having a much better season than last with Danny Roll as manager. Oxford City, they are now only 1 point off of relegation, which is a bit of a worry. And again, it's the same story. They concede 1.5 goals a game and they can just about score 1 a game. And that ratio, you're in trouble every single time, But Dane Scarlett played the full 90. He's still their guy. He's still their goal scorer. It's still great development. And I want to finish off with some good news. End on a good, end on a high. Because Leyton Orient, again, 0-0 draw. Jamie Donnelly playing the full 90, but Josh Keeley still in goal for them. And look, Keeley got in goal. Results started to turn around. They're unbeaten in 3, 2 wins and a draw. The fact is they concede 20 in their 19. They score 19 in their 19s. They basically won a game either way. But Keeley's brought that goals conceded down with the help of the defence, obviously. This is one that they were probably wanting to win, though, because Burton are second bottom. They're 10 points behind Leyton Orient. This, for me, I think is 2 drop points. I mean, they had 13 shots to 5. They had only 3 shots on target of their 13, which isn't very good. They had 64% possession. They had 11 corners to Burton's 5. That's for me 2 drop points. And, had they won that, the crazy thing is, had they won that, they could be 11th. Because between where they are in 18th, they're on 22 points, to 11 is 25 points. And had they won, they'd have a better goal difference than 11 and 12th, who are both on 25 points. So crazy old. It's the English Premier, the English leagues of lower down are always so mental. I mean, the Premier League has this sort of situation at the moment. There's such small gaps between so many teams. I mean, if Leyton Orient were to, if they were stringing together 2 wins in a row again, there's a chance that, you're sitting there going, well, a win would have taken up to 11th. There's a chance they're nearly in the playoff hunt, because playoffs is Reading on 31. They're on 22. A couple of wins puts you right on the doorstep, and that's the thing. That's how great those English leagues are, and I absolutely love seeing it. But thanks very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below, and obviously I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care. Peace.